say less, it's by design. I say once, I don't speak twice. I don't gamble, but I roll the dice. I don't rush plays, I let it sit. I don't force moves, I commit. I don't need noise to get respect. I don't throw shots, I stay direct. I don't leave gaps, I don't guess. When the pressure hits, I'm at my best. I'm at my best. I don't play tough.
Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, what did you think of the deadline? Was it what you thought was going to be? Are you okay with the deadline moves? Are you satisfied with the deadline moves? Are you dissatisfied? Are you underwhelmed? Are you questioning how does he still have a job? If you are okay with the deadline moves like I am, because you know why he did what he did and had to do what he had to do, and why more moves couldn't have been made, then you're okay with it. But, and it's a very strong but, because I know there's going to be some of yous that are very dissatisfied and unhappy with Bowman and his moves at the deadline, thinking he should have done more. He could have done more. He had to do more. And you would all be correct had it been under quid quo pro circumstances. You would all be correct. He should have done more. He could have done more. He had to have done more. But here's the caveat for all you dummies out there that wanted Stuart Skinner gone. You dummies are the reason the trade deadline day went the way it did for the Edmonton Oilers. You asshats asked for Skinner's head on a silver platter. Oh, he gave you Skinner's head. He traded Stuart Skinner to the Pittsburgh Penguins for Tristan Jarry. Here's the caveat in that trade. We lost a steady Eddie defenseman in Brett Kulak in the process. You guys don't think when you speak. You guys don't think about the repercussions and the ramifications of what you asked for. You asked for Stuart Skinner gone. You didn't think there'd be collateral? You didn't think, oh, well, if you want to get rid of Stuart Skinner so much, we want this guy. And you better be thankful that this guy was just a Brett Kulak. It could have been a lot worse. But because of that, Bowman didn't have the assets that he would have had. He didn't have the cap space that he would have had. Because what's Jarry making? 3 point something? Just a hell of a lot more. Well, let me make sure my facts are right. Sorry, 5.7. But Skinner was making 1.2, 1.5. Jarry's making 5 point. Do you understand the disconnect here? Do you understand why there was no cap space for him to make the moves that could have actually put this team over the top, no doubt, unquestionably. Put the team into cup contender. Put the team into a cup winner. No. This deadline day was about how can I make this team better, but not significantly better. How can I bump it, but not surge it? How can I Goku it, but not Super Saiyan it? If you know what I'm saying. Like, how can I make it a little bit better? Fill the areas of need. The PK sucks. We got a guy to do that. The back end is bleeding chances. We got a guy to do that. We wanted to get younger with size. We got a guy to do that. And it cost us assets and draft picks and Amaji Apani. Now, if you are not happy with what Stan Bowman did, you are the problem. If you understand why Bowman's hands were tied and you understand the moves he made before the deadline, you understood that that's all he could do, then you are my kind of person. You think logically. You know why the trades didn't happen the way they should have happened. Because of the move to get rid of Skinner. And if you blame Bowman for getting rid of Skinner, you better blame yourself first and foremost. If you were one of those fans that completely and utterly destroyed Stuart Skinner offline, online, and in person. You're to blame. We would have been able, by we, I mean the Edmonton Oilers would have been able to go get a big name like a Trocheck, a big name, heaven forbid I'm going to say this name, like a Steven Stamkos, a big name like a Brock Besser, an actual scoring forward. But no cap space, and you're not going to get rid of guys that have no movement clauses for that don't want to move. Henrik doesn't want to leave. Nurse didn't want to leave. So that left you with a little bit of options. Sure, you could have put Doc, and you could have dropped Szymanski and Doc and Stastny all back in the AHL. You could have. That would have freed up $2.5 to $3 million in cap space, absolutely, and then gone out and got another forward or got another defenseman, a Braden Shen type of forward. You could have. But now you're doing damage control. If you're not happy with the way the Oilers roster looks and you were one of those guys that wanted Stuart Skinner out of the lineup so fucking bad that it cost you Brett Kulak, if you are one of those Oilers fans that wanted Skinner gone so bad, but you didn't understand the ramifications of what you were asking, you are the problem. Yes, Skinner wasn't living up to your expectations. He wasn't having that pretty .900 save percentage. Was he winning games? Abso-fucking-lutely he was. Was this team better with him? Abso-freaking-lutely they were. But you wanted him gone. Bowman heard you guys. You had your pitchforks out. You had your torches out. He's gone. Oh, but Kulak had to go with him. Oilers got worse by trading Skinner and Kulak. Metrics don't lie. Their record doesn't lie. But still, this team will find a way to make playoffs. This team will find a way to be a cup contender. And this team will find a way to be in the cup finals. Why? Because of Hopkins, McDavid, Draisaitl, Hyman, Bouchard, Nurse, Wallman, Murphy. Those guys. Jari. He's going to have to step up. He's making 5.3. Step up, kid. You're making that money. This is the time to shine. But I digress. Again, hopefully you guys understand why the trade deadline went the way it did. Hopefully you guys are a little bit understanding why Bowman made the moves he made and why he was crunched to make them. Nothing he could do. Y'all forced his hand back in back in January, or whenever that trade was, to get rid of Skinner. As they say, you can't have your cake and eat it too. Had we still had Skinner and all that cap flexibility, we might be looking at a different team right now. But no, it is what it is. Sit back, enjoy the ride. There's 20 games left. One game tonight against Carolina in Edmonton. And then they've got a tough week next week. They got a week they could go 0-4 or 4-0. Anyways, my name's Matt. OilersFanReaction. Deuces. Let me know in the comments what you guys' thoughts are on the trade deadline. Honestly, I want to know. I want to hear what you guys' thoughts are. And honestly, if you're one of those Stuart Skinner haters that want him out so bad, this is your fault. Now, I'm going to say it's your fault. You may not like it. It's true. It's your fault.